After posting several videos, I realized I never gave an explanation for the purpose of my channel. I will attempt to explain that now. A little over a year ago, I was pretty overweight, stuck in a job I couldn't stand, and my biggest woodworking achievement was a deck repair that, let's just say, leaned a little. So I decided to change everything. This is me figuring out how to turn this dad bod into a pro build and my garage hobby into an actual business. And I want to take you with me for the whole ride. This isn't just about dropping a few pounds or making some side cash. It's about hitting the reset button on my whole life. It's about building a life, not just punching a clock, for my kids, for me. It all kicked off with a photo. You know the one, right? The candid shot from a family trip where you barely recognize that tired, slouching guy in the picture. That was me, and looking at it, two things hit me. First, I wasn't the dad I wanted to be, the guy with enough energy to chase my kids through the park without getting winded. And second, that creative spark I used to have when I was building things, it was just gone. Buried under spreadsheets and deadlines. That night, I walked into my garage, stared at a pile of dusty tools, and just knew something had to change. Let's be real. Becoming a dad flips your world upside down. Your health isn't just about you anymore. It's about being there for them, for the long haul. My whole reason for doing this is pretty simple. I want to be healthy enough to see my kids grow up, and maybe one day build something cool with their kids. That's my why. That's what gets me out of bed. But a why without a how is just a nice thought. I decided to go after the two things I felt I'd lost: my health and my passion. I realized the discipline it takes to get to the gym is the exact discipline I need in the workshop. Both take patience, showing up every day, and being okay with messing up and learning from it. This whole journey is about building up that resilience in my body and my mind. The fitness side of this is no joke. I'm not in my 20s anymore with a crazy metabolism and endless free time. I'm a dad, so my schedule's a mess and I'm usually running on fumes. The plan has to be realistic. I'm starting small with things I can actually do, like 20-minute workouts before anyone else is awake. It's all about consistency, not killing myself on day one. And I'm learning you can't out-train a bad diet, so what I eat is a huge piece of the puzzle now. It's about fueling my body for a workout and for a long day of keeping up with kids. I'll be sharing it all right here. The early mornings, the plateaus that make you want to quit, and the little wins that keep you going. We'll look at workouts that actually fit into a busy parent's schedule and how to stay fired up when the couch is calling your name. This isn't about getting a six-pack overnight. It's about building good habits that stick and give me more energy for my family. To assist me with regulating my diet, I decided to start the GLP-1 injection. I will give more details on its success or failure as I progress with my weight management. Now for the other half of this thing, the workshop. Woodworking has always been my escape, but I treated it like a hobby, meaning I'd build random stuff with no real plan and never really considered what it was worth. If this is going to be a business, that's got to change. The first big wake-up call is that going from hobbyist to pro means no more good enough. It means really focusing on skill to create top-notch stuff people actually want to buy. I'm starting with things that are in demand, like custom furniture and home decor. This channel will follow every step from picking a niche and sourcing materials to mastering the techniques that make a piece worth paying for. But making things is only part of it. The part that honestly terrifies me is the business side, sales and marketing. Building a brand, Setting up a store and figuring out what to charge is a completely different skill set. One of the biggest hurdles for a new woodworking business is just getting seen by enough people. And that's not even mentioning the costs. I'm learning that many beginners only think about the initial setup, but the real test is the monthly expenses. Rent, utilities, insurance, and marketing. You really need a safety net of 6 to 12 months of operating expenses tucked away just to be safe. I'll be sharing my marketing attempts, the wins and the fails, as I learn how to sell to people who aren't my mom and dad. Figuring out pricing is a whole other beast. It's not just a random number. To run a healthy business, material costs should only be about 25 to 30% of the final price. Even finding those materials is a challenge. With the current tariffs in 2026, the price of quality wood can be all over the place. This is a huge project, and trust me, I know I'm going to make a ton of mistakes. I thought this transition would be easy at first, but I was so wrong. That's why I want to build a community right here. If you've ever felt stuck, ever wanted to turn a passion to something more, or you're just a parent trying to find a better balance, then I think this journey is for you too. So, if you want to follow along, see the projects I'm building, track the progress on the dad bod, and maybe get a little inspired to start your own thing, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. I'm sharing everything, and I'd love to have you along for the ride. This is day 1. The garage is a disaster. I'm sore from a workout I barely got through, and my business plan is just a notebook full of messy sketches. But for the first time in a long while, I feel like I have a purpose. This isn't just about changing my body or my workshop. It's about making sure the life I'm living actually matches the one I want. It's about becoming the man and the father I'm supposed to be. The journey starts right now. Let's build something great together.